I'm sorry. That's so sorry. I got tight.
We out here learning.
I really wasn't expecting to get that tight there.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't like this car.
Too hot to drive.
I prefer to hop in a car and just not worry about buttons. 410, you hop in, move the wing if you're sideways, and you're good.
Hey, Cliff.
Hello.
Oh!
That was fun.
That's what I open up to. What is up, everybody?
You can heat a little.
Okay! Oh my goodness. That was carnage right there. Indycar. And SRL. And iRacing. I mean, this is awesome. I'm glad to be up here in the booth to experience this. And I hope everybody's excited for tonight, because we got a lot of cars out here tonight. Should be a pretty good show. The top three right now: Talon Smith, John Garrett, Will Spark in practice. I think, a lot of the guys in here are not really IndyCar ringers. I mean, I'm sure we got a few of these guys who run the official series here and there, but it's definitely not their main car, if I had to guess. So it'd be interesting to see how everybody shakes out tonight. Don't really know who's gonna win. Don't really know who's gonna be fast in the long or short run. I mean, this is a very new experience for everybody. These cars drove a lot different the last time we raced Indy cars here in SRL. Yeah, one thing these guys are going to have to remember for tonight, that weight jacker, the anti-roll bars, you can adjust those throughout the race, and they're actually a crucial part of the way these Indy cars drive. Got to make sure, you know, you crank the weight jacker up when you're in traffic, get it to loosen up a little bit, but you got to make sure it gets turned back down once you get in clean air, because otherwise the car will just loop around and it'll be way too loose. So it's something I'll have to keep an eye on constantly. I'm sure everybody's got a button bound for it. If they don't, they're not gonna have a fun time tonight. So yeah, it's one of those things. It's a lot, you know, it's an oval race, so I'm sure it's somewhat familiar for these guys, but it's a lot different in those ways, and the guys that are experienced in it are definitely going to come out on top. Here we got a limit. I was going to say a limit. We got a minute left in practice till we get qualifying underway. I'm not sure if we have a qualifying setup loaded in. Not sure. I haven't even looked at the qualifying rules. I'm going to take a look at that. We'll see what we got for tonight. Okay, 4-lap qualifying, so typical IndyCar. That might be for road courses. Okay, it's 2 laps on ovals. I'm sorry. I had that wrong. 2 laps, typical IndyCar. And 5 minutes to qualify. We're going to do 60 laps? Yes. I'm sorry. It's been a long night. Hey, you're what now? All right, there's a checkered flag in practice. See who's going to start qualifying first. We'll run on board with them, see what they got going on. Looks like Ian Montrose is going to be one of the first ones out of pit road. Getting up to speed in that number 1. Coming to the line for his first lap. At a staggering 221 miles per hour. That tells me the hot lap's probably going to be the second one. I don't think he built up enough speed by the time he hit the line for this lap to be very good. Across the line, lap number 1 will be a 32.805. We'll put him second on the board, followed by Harry Grindell with the, not followed by, 32.72 for Harry, puts him on the top of the board. Check out Harry Grindell here. A few more drivers putting in some times. Looks like the 2 of Cody Cleaver are going to put it up at P2 for the moment. The 32.74. Ian holding strong on that 3rd spot. See how much that holds up. We got about half the field left to put in a lap time. Grindell finishes up lap number 2. Was not able to best it, so lap number 1 was fastest. My prediction was not correct, but Colin Teague goes to the top of the board in the 51. It's a 32.71. See who else we got on track here. Talon Smith, fastest in practice, now fastest in qualifying, 32.60. Alex Linney, completing lap number 1. 32.70 for Linney. John Garrett, but puts himself on second on the board. I cannot speak right now. I apologize. Second on the board for John Garrett, 32.69. So the second driver to get into the 60s. See if Lenny can improve with his second lap. Yeah, that's a good question, Derek. I love it though. I love it. Lenny, a little bit slower on that one, 32.72, so he will remain at third. And we got, not seeing anybody else putting down any laps right now. Cliff Mullins out on track. First lap, 32.82. Not great, puts him 13th. And across the line, second lap for Cliff. Will improve on his first, move himself up to 11th, but not going to get inside the top 10. But it is a strong field here tonight. 21 cars so far put in a lap time, 24 cars total. Almost a full IndyCar field. And for a typical oval that isn't Indy, this probably is a full IndyCar field. So very impressive tonight. It's going to be a great race. Just everybody needs to remain patient. I think that's the biggest thing.
I can't believe we got rid of modifieds for this.
Like Giglio, not happy the modifieds went away. He can't dominate it anymore.
Shut up.
No, you.
Hello, everybody.
Wide open.
Welcome in. Drivers heading out onto the grid right now.
Of IndyCar. I think that's why we're here.
Get this thing underway.
My question is, why is Detroit on the schedule?
Harry, one could argue that Indianapolis would be the Daytona of IndyCar, but, you know.
Well, no, because you have to start listing in traffic, and I don't know if you do here. I doubt it.
I mean, you do list if you're anybody but Will Spark.
I mean, if you guys aren't listening, I'm fucked.
For everybody to grid up, but we will go through our grid here tonight. On the pole, Hallen Smith in the 77 with a great lap time, 32.61. Well ahead of the rest of the field. It's going to be hard to beat him tonight so far. P2, starting on his outside, John T. Garrett in the 66. Having a good night so far. Moving on to second row, Alex Linney in the 42. Going to be starting third. Colin Teague outside of him in the 51 and fourth. Third row, Cody Cleaver in the 2. Going to start fifth alongside Harry Grindell in the 70 and sixth. Cameron West in 7th in the 67. Travis Scametta in the 71 and 8th. Michael Edwards and Ian Montrose 9th and 10th respectively. Then on to our 6th row, Cliff Mullins in the 37 and 11th. Aaron Brunner in 24 and 12th. Blake Giglio, the trash can, it's like I like to call him. No paint scheme again, just a black car. Classy. In 13th, Carl Rotman on his outside in the 25. Thomas Green in 15th in the 3. Jared Talmadge in the 9 and 16th. Scott Elston starting 17th tonight. Daniel Llewellyn in 18th. Ethan Evers 19th. Corey Hutchinson in 20th. Will Spark in 21st. DJ Swiss in 22nd. Normally up in the booth, but tonight he's racing. We'll see if he can get it done. Then Derek Watkins, D. Waddy in 23rd, and running out our 24 car field tonight, Zach McBride in the 88. All right, guys, heading down the backstretch, double file. I don't know what's going to happen here. This could go one of two ways. This could start off great, everybody gets single file, do some great racing, or we could reenact some tragedies in the IndyCar series. Those are the only two possibilities. I think the second one is a lot more likely, but we'll have to see. I got faith in these guys. Here we go.
Like going to one field map the entire race. Yeah. Green, green, green.
And the green flag is out here at Michigan. Already spreading out across the checkered line there. Oh man, we are already going crazy. Oh, so many cars. I can't keep up.
Okay, which one of you was bouncing the lead?
Look at them all.
Yellow flag.
Oh, they're already wrecking. And I missed it. Where is it? Oh, Daniel Llewellyn hard on the inside wall. Zach McBride involved as well.
Have not even a lap under their bingo card.
And it looks like we're reenacting tragedies tonight.
What happened?
McBride with a disconnected right rear. Llewellyn's rear wing is disconnected. Yep, that's what happens when you don't have rear downforce. He's just doing donuts now. Alright, you got to nurse her to pit road there, Daniel.
Sorry.
Alright, let's see what happened
here. Wow, here.
Oh, goody, and they just checked up real bad on the start there. I could try to give some space.
Oh boy.
Nothing you could have done there.
Oh boy. Okay. Alright. A lot of cars on track. It's hard for me to keep up here. Okay. Looking at the 23 and the 88 right here. Very back of the pack. So I guess fortunate for the rest of the field. Daniel just gets in the outside wall and gets in the outside wall again and drives down the 88. Not a great way to start out the race.
Look how many yellows we've had tonight in all the races. They should all have yellows taken out.
He just kept his foot in it right into the wall.
As long as it's won 3 laps.
What's up? 3 laps.
Yeah. You love 3-lap races.
Well, that's something. All right, we're under caution. Didn't even complete the first lap. Hopefully Daniel figured out where the outside wall is now. Alright, looks like we are 1 to green. Gonna go green flag racing again. Next time, bye. I was so amped up, I was so ready.
Double file.
And it just got cut short right there.
Most fun thing we're doing yet. we are gonna be dead. Like, remember.
All right. Pace car going to be pulling off right here. And green flag back in the air here in Michigan. Fighting down the backstretch, Talon all the way to the inside. With 42, Alex Linney all over his back bumper. Obviously cannot bump draft in these. They are made of glass. Carbon fiber, whatever. They break easily, that's my point. You can't push on them. Even if there was a flat surface to push on, which there isn't. Oh, we got a spinner at the turn 2 right there. Hopefully everybody avoids them. They do. Looks like the 23. No, not the 23. He was well behind the field. Ethan Evers. And the 8 car. The checker car. See if we can find what happened to Ethan. They're gonna get down on the lower banking part of the track right there, and it's just, I think, a simple case of putting his wheels too low. I can't take my word for it. I haven't driven these here in a while, and when I did, I sucked at it. But I think his problem was he hung his left side's on the bottom end of that seam and the right side's on the top. And that just upset the car enough to send it around. But no harm. Nobody got any damage. We'll go back to green flag racing here soon, but looks like everybody heading down pit road right now.
Oh, we've almost had a collision under the caution.
Derek Watkins, imagine people have an issue pitting at Michigan.
I know
So
that
it looks
never
like
happened.
about half the field deciding to come down, maybe take some
I thought you were ahead
tires.
of me. I didn't know you were coming down. I thought you were
Talon
staying out.
Smith, one of those, former leader.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I don't know how these damn
Yep,
things
you will
work.
be taking
I don't know
tires.
what I'm doing.
I'm right there with you, so it's all right.
Like, I go into the corner and I'm just going to
Cliff
the wall.
Mullins
And I'm
going
not
to win the
even
race off of pit
getting
road,
the corner.
followed by Alex Linney, Talon Smith, Aaron
Right
Brunner,
jacker up.
Carl Rotman, Colin Teague, Will Sparks, Zach
Well, yeah,
McBride,
I
Ian
guess I had
Montrose.
negative 20, but I thought that
Ethan
was
Evers,
closer,
Daniel
but now
Wallen.
it's only positive, so I just threw it up to positive.
And
No,
looks like
positive,
Watkins still in his
positive.
pit box.
I'm on
Nope.
like 7 or 8.
Watkins going to get off first ahead of
So
the
is
wall.
20 going to be good or what?
And we have John Garrett,
Probably way too
Cody
loose, I would
Cleaver,
assume.
Michael
From
Edwards,
what I
and
experienced as well,
everybody back to
Well, you might not want to follow me.
11th, being DG Swiss staying out.
Perfect, try it.
I don't think that's a bad call.
I'm kidding.
They've run a total of 2 or
Sounds like
3
they
green
need
flag
more
laps at this
power.
point. Not nearly enough time to get the tires hot at all. I don't really see a point in pitting unless it was for fuel. Unless those guys that pit saw an opportunity to
Well,
kind of
what
stop
are you
out or
racing?
something
I'm
like that.
racing.
I think at this point you want track
That's
position
it.
the way this race has been going. So I'm
We're not
definitely
gonna
with the
talk
call to
about the
stay
fact
out right
that you're
here.
still ahead of me, even if I
And
haven't.
we're wrecking.
Oh, someone
Michael Edwards,
died on the yellow.
heavy contact on the front end. That's going to be a fast repair.
Michael, no. Many
Well, they may be able to get a
pools
brand new
shot
wing on
out
that thing. It's easy to change a front wing in these, so he may be okay, but definitely going to lose all his track position.
That happened.
I know this before.
See what happened.
I wouldn't start up here. Your car's total, buddy.
Oh, we're about to have madness in turn one. His front nose is dangling.
Oh, just locked up the brakes. No contact from anybody.
Don't say that. I'm between both of you.
And he has no front wing.
I'm
As
pulling
soon as
it
he
hard
tries to
left
drive
with
into
the
turn one, the thing is just going to plow straight.
I was told no balls for plus 20, so.
Well, 15 people are still in the running for Friday Fun Night, led by Colin Smith, Alex Linney, and Cody Kluser. Colin Teague and Mike Edwards are top 5. John Garrett is 6th. Cam West is 7th. Cliff Mullins 8th. Ethan Peters 8th. 9th. Derek Watkins 10th. Daniel Allen 11th. Lucas Place at 12th. Pat Bankey 15th. Jeremy Sher 14th. And Scott Wilson 15th.
Michael, I'm giving you gap, just in case.
Okay, if that green. If that green flag comes out and you're not going, I'm running you over.
You heard it here first from Blake Giglio.
That's what you wait back here, so I don't gotta worry about you.
All right, coming back to the green flag here on lap number 9, across for lap 10, which means we're 1/6 of the way through this race, and we have barely raced at all. So Mike Edwards looks like he's going to pull down. We'll let the field go by and hope for another caution so he can fix his car. I think he's going to get one.
Oh, baby, we're moving.
3 wide into turn 3. Grindel on the bottom went for a big old slider, but did not nearly stick. I think he just thought better of it. Who's that spinning? Scrumetta. No. Yes, Travis Scrumetta spins down pit road. But definitely could have been worse. Only gains a speeding penalty rather than a destroyed race car.
Yeah, it kind of works, yeah.
John Garrett still holding on to that lead. Good call so far on that call to stay out. First car on tires, Talon Smith moves his way up to 7th. And we are full-on pack racing up here. Everybody moving every which way. This guy's got to calm down. We're nowhere near even halfway in this race. And we're racing like it's the last lap. I mean, there's just no point in this. And there it is. Blake Giglio gets spun to the inside of the racetrack. Caution is out.
Is it possible for me to get a flag there because I slipped in the pit?
That's huge for Michael Edwards here. I mean, he was already a third of a lap behind the rest of the pack, but he's now going to be able to go down, fix his front wing without taking a fast repair, I assume, and should be right back in this thing. So he is definitely very thankful for that, but you know who is not thankful? Blake Giglio, who just got spun. And we'll see what happens.
I did that one, Greg. Literally saw you do that.
So Blake in that black Chevy. It might be a Chevy, I assume. 16 car. They're on the bottom lane. I'm assuming he's going to get up on that seam. Yep, same thing as Ethan Evers. The change in banking just upsets the way the car drives. Lifts one of the tires off the ground, and then a car this sensitive to aero and grip changes, it just sends it right around like that. Again, no contact from anybody else, no contact to the wall. He's just going to move on. But definitely a huge blow to that team. He's going to move all the way to the back of the pack, back in 19th. Got a mountain to climb again. Who is coming down pit road? almost the entire field, so I think that confirms my suspicion that fuel was a concern for everybody that came down the last time by. But, well, looks like the majority of the field's coming down this time. The only ones that stayed out were Talon Smith, Cliff Mullins, Alex Linney, and Ian Montrose. Everybody else come down right here to take fuel and tires. See Mike Edwards back there. Interested to see if he takes this fast repair.
Required repairs.
That checks out.
Yep. A second of required repairs. That means they just swapped out front wings right there, and he'll be back on his way with a brand new race car. Beautiful.
Harry, what's the brown stuff on the back of your car?
Residue from
Looks
when Michael
like
crashed.
Cody Cleaver gonna win the race off of Pit Road.
Booze from my ani.
Followed by Talmadge, Garrett, Green, DG Swiss, Corey Hutchinson, Will Spark, Ethan Evers,
That was a top gear reference.
and
I'm
a
hoping
few
at
other
least
drivers
someone's on
here.
it.
The rest of the field pretty much. But top six
Oh, I got it. I just wanted to
stayed
say it
out
again.
on this pit stop, although 4 of them took fuel and tires the last time by, except
And it's
for Harry
left over
Rindell
from
and
when
Aaron
Vinny
Brunner.
shot
Those
down
two have
my
not
A9.
pit this race, I'm pretty sure. Okay, Brunner might have come down and missed his box, so not sure of the date on him, but Harry Rindell has not pit yet this race. So we'll have to see if that works out for him. But Talon Smith back in control of this race. 10-4, Mike, I figured. It's the nice thing about these Indy cars. If you just damage that front wing, it's pretty quick. Well, if you're enjoying tonight's race, we got a ton more ovals this season here in the IndyCar Series, but next week we'll be at Laguna Seca, so don't miss that. It's a great track here in the IndyCars. Right now, we're going to try to finish this race at Michigan. We still got 45 laps to go. Great start for Talon Smith, gets a huge lead. But Cliff Mullins moves his way in a second. Highest he's been all night. See what he can do with it. We got a spin in the back. Caution's out. Scrumetta involved again. Another spin off of turn 2. Looks like a little bit of rear wing damage. Yeah, the left side of that rear wing
Can we get an
bent
EOL
upwards, so he's going to have a little bit of trouble
that?
getting back to pit road.
That you would have got on to at some point.
Let's take a look at what happened to
Yeah,
Travis.
From all accounts, I wasn't there, but from all accounts, you probably would have been there every yellow last night.
Scrumetta, 71 car. We can find it.
Whoosh.
There we go. Here he comes. Straddling the seam, and there it is again. When are these guys going to learn? All right, everybody watching the broadcast right now, we're going to give a little PSA here. When you're coming through turns 1 and 2, be above or below this line. You cannot sit on it. It will immediately spin the car. Nothing you can do about it. There's a change in banking right there. That's what's doing this. We could just tell everybody in the race too. It would get this race going green, I think. Looks like we got some drivers coming down pit road. Talon Smith leading them down, followed by Mullins. That's interesting. I figured Smith might have thought he was good on fuel, so he stayed out on that last caution, but coming down for fuel and tires again. So that will move Harry Grindell into the lead of this race. So it looks like Carl Rotman gonna get the lucky dog right here. I would, interview somebody, but I don't think there's much to talk about right now. I mean, we have not really raced. Not really much beef going on, it's just, we've had some single car spins. I think the only thing that's really happened between two cars was the Wallen and the 88. Yeah, 88, the 23 got together on lap 1. Take a look at 71, see if he got his rear wing damage fixed. Looks like he did. That car is brand new once again. Oh, double file. We'll try it again. This has potential to be a good race, I can tell. Been some great racing up front so far. It's just been hindered by the cautions from the back.
DG, this is Trippy. I'm watching my screen, but I'm also watching you behind me on your screen.
Under over 2 laps here.
Way under.
Let's make it 2 turns.
All right, Harry Grindell, Ian Montrose front row, getting us green this time around.
That's if I was telling it on.
Not sure how many cautions we've had so far, but too many. I'll tell you that.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back in the air. Grindell with a phenomenal start in that 70. But it gets through turn 2 clean this time, it looks like. Grindell now under fire from the rest of the field. Out of turn 4. We'll see if he's even able to lead this lap. He is not. Oh, he is with a good shove, actually. I don't think contact was made, but definitely some aero drafting going on that outside lane. The 2 pushing. I think that was the 2.
Straight line, please.
Some sort of Penske. But Jared Talmadge in the 9 car, a huge slider in that Scott Dixon car, slides it in turn 3. Takes the lead for a moment, but Ian Montrose back to fight on the inside. Meanwhile, Grindell on the outside. We got a spinner. Infield. Michael Edwards tears the left side of that car off, and the caution is out.
Are we 3 wide?
Wow, there's a lot going on right there.
I've never seen somebody rise.
There's a bit too much going on for how far we are into this race, and I just... Oh man, it has such potential to get some good racing in, and we just cannot get to it.
I think we were 3 wide. Because I was the
See
medium
what
back
happens.
sandwich.
Mike Edwards right here. Red and yellow 14 dives it down to the bottom.
I don't think this is healthy for my wheels.
And
It's vibrating.
I mean, different spot, but it's the same problem.
Probably not.
The car got upset on the change in banking and just went to the inside wall.
Outside there and going into one of my bed.
That was me.
He's lying anyways.
Yeah, so I can't drive this fucking car.
Oh man, Jimmy's crossover.
Great move down to the bottom,
Apparently.
but the issue comes right here when you
Man,
go
I'm
above the
trying.
white line. If you continued going up, it wouldn't have been a problem, but
You're a little bit further down than I thought you.
when you try to change direction
we're
on a change in
wide.
banking in this car, it's just not good news.
My bed.
I think he's still got a fast repair, so his night shouldn't be over yet, but terrible luck there for Mike. And he's just trying to limp it back to pit road right here.
My
Looks
right
like DG Swiss stays out. He's going to take over the lead. But a majority of the field coming down right here. Oh yeah, Montrose leads him down. Hey, let's not lose sight of the fact that we have Indy cars back out on track.
It's got, I don't know.
And I can call them Indy cars too. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, you did.
All right, so top 5 are going to stay out right here, and the rest of the field comes down for fuel and tires. No, I don't think the tires are going to be a problem. Swiss pitted 10 laps ago, but I think we've run 2-3 green flag laps since then. The rest of the 5, second through 5th, I'm sorry, all pit 6 laps ago, so I mean maybe 1 or 2 green flag laps. Not going to be really any difference here in terms of tires. I think just fuel strategy is what's bringing these drivers down pit road. I think we'll try to get somebody in here and ask them how many laps they can get on fuel, see if they'll tell us. Let's see what we got. I'm sure Travis will be willing to tell us. Here, hang on. Hey Travis, Lucas got me.
Oh, hi.
Hey man, well, you've had a pretty rough night so far. You're sitting back there in 20th, but you looking to get back to the front?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Until we get to like 15 go.
Cody Cleaver is stuck in pit right now.
alright, so that leads me to my next question. What's the fuel window looking like for everybody here?
My rig feels saying 15.
15, okay, that's the reason everybody's been pitting so much, huh?
Yeah, that's going pretty quick right now, but like I don't know what happened to me there. I think I don't know. I just fucking lost it twice. Oh, sorry, just ran the podcast.
Alright,
But
I've
yeah,
had
like,
race shit on the whole
first-
time.
The first one was I don't know. I think I had the weight jacker way too high, and then the second one I just Connor dailied it. So
Yeah, a clean car for you there, so you definitely got some hope still.
I'm glad I
Good
didn't
luck.
have to use my fast repair because I had 15 seconds required once I tapped the walls. So
Yeah, well, maybe just a little bit of repair there, but gonna
I've never
keep her
felt
going,
so
man.
lost in an IndyCar. This is like a terrible combo for me. So usually I can hop in an IndyCar and an oval and be okay, but this one's like throwing me for a loop. So
I feel you on that. I felt great in IndyCar. When I come to Michigan in these, it's a whole different world.
Yeah, it's a different breed.
This is a heads up.
All right, man, go get him.
All right, thank you.
It's Travis Crumetta, the
Gotta
71.
keep bringing out the winners.
having an up and down night so far, but you heard him. He's just going to wait this garbage out.
So we are not going to be completely flat.
DG Swiss taking us to the green flag right here. See if he can have a positive effect on the field right here. Maybe get us to stay green. Pretty good start from there. 2 wide for second. Brunner and Mullins. Field pretty spread out right here to start on this restart. Not like we've seen recently. Oh, Cliff Mullins spins the inside. Caution's out. Locked it down, saved it, but we have another caution. Man, iRacing has been real trigger happy on these cautions. He spun to the inside out of the way. I didn't think that would trigger it.
That bottom seat.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel.
So we can get this figured out, we're going for this.
See what happened to Cliff right here. Judging by Daniel's commentary, I think we know what happens. Yep. So, I think this might be the 4th or 5th time tonight that bottom seam has done this to somebody. Right here, and I think a lot of it is going to come down to right here. This 24 car pulls down in front, gives him a lot of dirty air on his nose. And it's going to cause Cliff to turn the wheel a little bit more. And as soon as Cliff does that, the car is really upset already from being on 2 different bankings right here. And pretty much loses enough grip in these wheels and just spins it. Because when you change bankings like that, the suspension in these cars is so stiff, you're losing contact with the tires on the bracing surface. And I mean, you're just straight up losing grip like that, so it's always going to end that way. I don't know about that. All right, anybody coming down pit road this time? Yep. Looks like no. Okay, we had a few here. Overlay is not helping me out with this.
Oh, look at us double.
Okay, there we go. We had Brunner, Linney, McBride, Evers all come down pit road right here, but the rest of the field stayed out.
Nobody
So they didn't seem to think in a point pitting.
Alright, we're gonna get dubs, Blake.
Think in a point in pitting. What did that even mean? They didn't see a point in pitting on this caution.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not going to do
with
it.
Travis telling us about 15 laps in a tank, that tells me
I'll do it for a cookie.
they think they can save the 2 laps they'll have to save right
What
here.
about a contact back?
And I think we have a stage coming up here, so these drivers have the opportunity at points. That's going to draw them to stay out as well at the end of lap 30.
I mean, he'll just take out himself. Turn it off.
Unfortunately, I don't have a fancy stage overlay like the DG Broadcast Network does. I don't. We don't have the budget over here at C2CRN, so we'll just have to look at the ticker. All right, just try to write it down.
Requires too much brain power.
I'll tell you, Mommy.
There's a highlighter behind me.
I'll try to call out who I see getting at the line. Here we go. We might be
Smokey,
single
get off my
file.
lap.
My name's not Smokey.
Looks like we're going single file on this restart.
Smokey is the name of Lucas' cat.
That might be a good change. I don't know. The problems seem to come on the backstretch or in 3 and 4 when the field's strung out anyway. So I don't know. It's worth trying. That's for sure. But looks like
Yep, stop right.
Ian Montrose gonna take over the lead right here. Followed by John Garrett, Harry Grindell, Thomas Green, Jarrett Talmadge in the top 5.
Don't tell me when you've had enough. I'll help you out.
Okay, company going green to start lap 30, so a one-lap shootout for the stage. I'm sure that can only end well. Here goes. Not sure why they're all on the bottom of the racetrack. That's just gonna, yep, here it goes. That's, you need to be up against the wall. Otherwise, everybody's gonna pass you on the outside before the line. Do these guys watch IndyCar? I mean, jeez. I'm giving them a hard time. Oh, Montrose! Almost did the straddle the seam trick. John Garrett out front for now, almost 4 wide entering turn 3. We are 4 wide for a moment.
Sorry, good.
Thomas Green out front for right now, coming to the line for the stage. Who got it? We're going to check iRacing for that one. Thomas Green with the stage win.
Who's blinking?
4 wide right here.
Can I get a black flag, please?
Colin Teague
Are you
falls way back. Contacts Alan Smith, and Teague is flipping down the backstretch.
Oh, he's flying.
Nice one, Colin.
One lap at a time. One lap at a time.
This is
One lap
just...
at a time.
It was bad timing. I mean, I felt like the field was coming around. We were all starting to learn what was happening. And then the stage comes up
You're the one in the Jeff
and makes everybody
Gordon thing,
race like hooligans. Buffoons.
Correct.
Dumb
Yeah, you passed on the
stupids.
inside before the start-finish line. So that's
And here's what happens.
I mean, that's going off, but I mean, you were hanging back like 2 car lengths.
Alright,
yes, and they all checked
let's pop back here.
It's a good thing I
It's
did.
gonna start
Matt.
Colin Teague. If I can find him in this list, thank you. Try to pop back to the start-finish line. Get a blunt view of this whole thing. You can see up front, John Garrett, great move. Almost got that stage win. But we're 4 wide across the line right here. Teague is on the outside. Has a bit of an issue coming into turn 1. Gets contacted by the 16. Those two rub a little bit, and that forces the 51 to lift. I think he's got a broken wing. And just comes up into the 77. Now, I can't really pin that on the 51. He has no idea his front wing is broken.
I don't care. Penalize me.
When did he break? Okay, it's gonna come right here. He's gonna enter turn 1. Oh, it happened before turn 1.
See, it's funny because
He slightly contacts the 70 right here, and his left front wing goes flying off. Enters turn 1, and he's like, "Oh, this thing's not turning at all." And it just plows tight off the corner. I'm sure he just thought it was tight from the dirty air in front of him, and just realized too late in the 77 and him come together. But what a ride there for Teague.
He's to the pits where he belongs.
More fun in there. I see guys working on my car.
End over end. Looked like Blake Giglio in the 87s earlier. Finally comes to rest halfway down the backstretch. Yeesh, what a wreck. Alright, so it looks like majority of the field staying out once again. Hope these guys got a lot of fuel saving going on.
I think it'll help you now.
Alright, once again, I think we're doing single file restarts for this race. So, we are 1 to green right here. John Garrett in the lead. Looks like Thomas Green did win the stage, but by the time the caution came out, he did fall back to third. That's how quick these positions can change at this track. These cars, the runs are just absolutely insane, and
Over under, we finished the race.
it's hard to take away that run. When you have it, you just want to make a move with it. It doesn't
it'll finish one way or another.
come very often, but when you get it, you have a ton of speed, and it's just hard
if
to
we went green now, and
not
that's not a count to
take
pit
it.
stop, so there's no chance. I think we make it to about 45, 50.
And I think that's the problem everybody's going through right now is you want to make that move before the next caution comes out, and it's a cycle at this point.
I have to save y'all from yourselves, or you'll be here another hour.
I don't think this is how it's going to be the whole season. I really don't. It's going to take some getting used to for these guys again. It's been a couple years since these guys have raced IndyCar in this league. But here we go. Everybody's going to be against the wall this time. Those shenanigans aren't going to happen this time around. Huge gap there behind 7th.
Green, green, green.
Sorry, 8th. 24 car lagging back a little bit. Harry Grindell, an immediate move to the inside in turn 1. He'll take the lead for the moment. And off turn 2, bit of a gap. Great run there for Harry Grindell through 1 and 2. But once again, Talmadge with a great move to the inside of that 9 car. Harry Grindell bumped out of the way. Luckily, he didn't lose his wing. And we're 3 wide into turn 1. John Garrett retakes the lead. And a block to the bottom. That's where all the slide jobs have been coming from. It's the shortest way around the racetrack. That's definitely something you want to defend. Montrose, good run on the middle lane, though. Not much help either. He's going to be door-to-door with Garrett at the line. Looks like Montrose will lead that lap. And now a bunch more cars have joined this lead pack. I think this is our longest green flag run of the night. Let's keep it going. Almost 4 wide there in turn 3. The 9 car thought about it. 66 doing a great job defending that lead, holding that bottom lane. Thomas Green and the 3 car on his outside. Now the Montrose, the 1 tried to look to the inside, but there was a car there. And a huge wreck in turn 1.
Dumber and dumber in your race car.
Sorry, Harry, I didn't see you on the bottom line.
Yeah. I
Look left button.
think we can see that. Oh, man. Oh, that's what I was talking about earlier, is these guys see a run and they just take it, and I don't think Ian even looked if there was a car there. And I can't blame him, you know, when you race NASCAR constantly, a car doesn't appear next to you that quickly.
Looks like my rear bumper in the last race.
Let's go back and take a look at how that happened. I mean, we saw it live, I think we know, but we'll take a look. Right there. See the 1 car, he sees he has a run, and he's going to go to the middle. I mean, he's got a huge run. Who wouldn't take that? He's going to try to go to the middle, but at the same exact time, Harry Grindell tries to move up and go there as well. I don't think Harry moved up as much as Ian moved down, for sure. Ian moves down. Everybody trying to avoid it just collects themselves. And that is a massive wreck.
Yeah, my car was not...
John Garrett involved. Just an innocent bystander in that.
see the person behind me is also sharp shopping cart wheel, buddy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just massive.
I got past tender yellow. I don't know why. I get that.
Just pass on the yellow.
Hold on, it won't start.
Get one more look on board
It
with the
won't
70.
start. It's just sitting here.
Yeah, just
Click on your screen.
one car moved right down into him. But
EOC
Harry
logo.
actually gets away clean from this. Very
Stop it
fortunate.
here. These cars don't have start.
right.
You'll have to tow.
So the majority of the field comes down.
Wow.
Thomas Green takes over the lead.
All that technology in these damn things, they don't have starters.
That's the guy who races sprint
give it a
cars who
black
don't
light.
have starters. We're gonna bring him in on that comment. Hang on.
No, I didn't.
I'm sorry, Blake. Did you say all that technology and they don't have starters?
Hey, 410s don't have any of these
I think
buttons.
it's
Don't
because
even
I had to
start.
let Cody buy or something and it freaked it out, but I was able to
Listen,
Cody
all
when
these
he went
stupid
to
buttons, I
bed,
have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just ripping laps with 20 weight jacker, wrecking every corner,
So,
wheeling and dealing.
Are you
and
saying
we're moving.
IndyCar drivers are smarter?
No, they get no bitches.
Okay, alright. Good luck, I guess. Did you get caught up in that incident? I didn't see.
Oh yeah, we were dead. We took fast repair, but
Okay,
you look at my
alright.
last lap. 31.644. 2 tenths faster than the rest of the field.
people.
Well, my condolences for what's about to happen on this restart.
Oh, hold on. I don't. What do the engine maps do? I've been in it like 2 the whole time.
That's for fuel saving, boy.
Or should I run? How more I run?
1, I think.
I think that burns too much fuel.
Well, then you lose in power if you save it.
Oh, so maybe. Well, okay.
I think I said too much already. Good luck. Like trying to get some tips from the broadcaster. I don't know what I'm doing in these cars. I haven't driven them in a couple years either. Alright, so anyway, as I was saying earlier in the race, great schedule here this season. Got Laguna Seca next week, don't miss it. Then we got Kansas, which is one of my personal favorites in these cars. It's so much fun to race. There's not a ton of room like here. You know, you basically got 2 lanes, and you can't force it 5 wide for no reason. But then after that, week 4, the streets of Detroit, Belle Isle, one of my personal favorites as well. I'm gonna be really excited to see that. I don't think I've ever actually raced there or watched a race there on iRacing, so I'm really excited for that. Then Iowa, Coda, Pocono, and you'll just have to join the Discord or watch the next few weeks if you want to hear about the next ones. Here we go, we're 1 to green. Lap 42, we're gonna go green with 18 laps to go. Top 3, Thomas Green, Ethan Evers, and DG Swiss. Evers, great job. Great comeback. After that spin earlier in the race, he's now up here in the top 3, looking at a podium if things go his way. But that can all change in a heartbeat, as we've seen. Looks like 4th on back. Pit for fuel or tires on that last stop. So, top 3, not looking good in the fuel situation. But if this goes green, they're going to be looking like geniuses because nobody else can make it either. Green flag back in the air. I think that's the 70 out of shape. either spun his tires or got a little help from the one car. That stacks the rest of the field up, and we're basically too wide in turn one already. And we are huge spin. Ethan Evers, I was just talking about. Oh, the broadcaster's curse strikes Evers.
Shorten these yellows, please.
Just talked about the comeback. How he got himself in the top 3 and he spun. Ethan, I apologize.
So we can finish on the green.
And I'm hoping it wasn't the worst. I'm hoping it wasn't. Oh man!
I got a black flag for. I had to
He
avoid
drove down on
Cody,
the apron.
So
That's even worse, Ethan. No. Oh man, that is unfortunate. The car probably just turned a little bit more than he thought it would. And that destroys the right front of his car.
I said I was here and then look at it afterwards.
To be perfectly transparent, he was avoiding me.
I talked to Irene on this, go sorry.
Okay.
If this is 2 to green, I think we're getting 1 lap.
Is session running out of time? Yeah. Yeah, we have 4 minutes left in this race. I apologize, I did not look at that. So if we stay green on this restart, we probably got 4 or 5 laps, but we're running out of time here. We have wrecked so many times, we're not going to see the final lap of this race.
This is dumb.
This is now turned into a timed race. And that session length should have been plenty. We had almost a full hour. We had a full hour to finish this race. And when these cars run 30-something second lap times around here, almost 30 seconds flat, it should only take a half hour under green to finish this race. And here we are an hour later with 15 to go. It's
trying to.
nothing anybody can do.
I was
It's
moving.
just impatience across the board so far tonight. And it's really a shame. I was so excited for this race. And everybody else was too. But we have an opportunity here. This race can finish well. We can get rid of all the bad talk. We just finish this well and have a good finish. And I don't think it's going to happen, but we have the opportunity to race clean to the end. But somehow I doubt that's going to happen. I think we're going to finish in our caution here. Yep, we're going to have about 4 laps worth of time left, if that. 1 to green right here. You know what? We have 23 cars still on track. Pretty sure. No. Sorry. 21 cars still on track.
You're king.
19 cars on the lead lap. So we really haven't wrecked them up. It's just been constant self-spins and stupid mistakes. And I think it's going to get better as the season goes on for sure. But this might be one of those times where these guys are going to have to look back at some film, watch this replay, and see what they did wrong. Top 3, Thomas Green, DG Swiss, Alex Linney.
please can we make it to the white?
All right. Green flag in the air. Thomas Green with a good start. Stacking up toward the middle of the field. Did not turn into accordion effect, luckily. They're wrecking toward the back. Colin Teague with heavy damage. Missing the front wing.
Fucking run me over.
Got 2 laps to go. White flag next time by. We had a lot less time than I thought. So green-white checkered, like you said in chat. Thomas Green with a great lead right here, but this is not going to last. DG Swiss, he's got time to come back. Caution's out. Thomas Green is your winner. Looks like Cody Cleaver, one of those involved. Will Spark around in turn 4. What a shame. Oh, Will Spark went for a ride. Oh, somebody lost the front wing and went straight up the track. Looks like that was Cody Cleaver. Let's see, loses it on the start of the race right here. Right on the restart. So, right here, I think he should have figured the car was tight. Should have backed out of it. I hate to say it, Cody, you're a great driver, but this was avoidable, and it's unfortunate it had to end this way. Will Spark goes. That looked eerily similar to a certain wreck, and I'm not going to say which, because I think that's inappropriate, but.
I wasn't taking second again.
Thomas Green, you're going to come across the line, take the win in this race. DG Swiss takes home second. Alex Linney in third. Here you know, fourth. And Ian Montrose running out that top 5. The rest going to tick by on your screen.
Hopefully you can get some practice and things and figure out.
But that's it. That's your race. Let me just make sure right here. It's showing me the white flag, but I think these guys know it's checkered. Yeah. I don't think iRacing even knows what's happening.
Nice blow over.
Oh no.
How was your SpaceX flight, Daniel?
Well, great win there for Thomas. I mean, it was a great call staying out, and then drove his tail off to keep it up front. Don't want that to be overshadowed. Still did a great job. Still as much of a win as anybody this week. See if we get our winner in here for an interview. But that's going to do it for the race. Definitely not how I don't think anybody wanted it to end. Guys got some work to do on these ovals, that's for sure. But like I said, 2 weeks from now, we'll be back at an oval here in IndyCar. Kansas should be a much better race. Personally, if I were to predict, I think Kansas will be a much better show. But next week we'll be at Laguna Seca for the road course, so no cautions there. Should be a clean race, at least in terms of stoppages and cautions. But we'll get our second place finisher here. Hey, Swiss, look, it's got me.
Oh, hey, Luke.
Hey, well, this is a little weird.
Backwards, I'm confused.
Well, Van, took it home second tonight. I'm sure you wanted the chance to try to run down Thomas there at the end, but just couldn't stay green to give you the opportunity, but still a good night for you. How was it overall?
Yeah, if we got in that second lap, maybe we had something for him. But then again, maybe we get wrecked and finish 20th. So I'm going to be quite happy with taking a P2 here. And yeah, it was a little frustrating running so much under yellow, but it was not all that surprising. You know how SRL can be week one. Hopefully we'll get it straightened out and the rest of the season gets much smoother and we'll have a lot of fun.
Definitely. Just have to use it as a learning opportunity for these guys, because the amount of times I saw the turn 2 spin wreck kind of drove me insane. But it was... Yeah, man. Well, you had a pretty clean night. I don't think I saw you really involved in anything, so congrats on that.
Yeah, the only time I got any kind of incident point was when Ethan spun there from second, and his back end, I think, barely touched us. We got a 4X out of that, but otherwise we kept it pretty clean.
Yeah, for sure. Can't say the same for the rest of the field, but it's all right. Well, congrats on the second place. Got anybody you want to shout out?
I think my sponsors, Fort Worth Screen Printing and John T. Garrett, the group over there, fwscreen.com, for all your custom t-shirt needs. Awesome group of people that help us out in the sim racing community quite a lot, so great to give them the shout out tonight. Also thanks to the awesome rock band Labor 12 out of Lubbock, Texas. They give us a hell of a lot of support and even came on board to do our truck series this season. So appreciate all the guys over there, Randy Lee, Jacob, Ross, and Tanner. Awesome dudes. If you haven't ever talked to them, I would encourage you to do so and go listen to them on Spotify at Labor XII. And that's going to do it. Thanks to all my family, friends, everyone always helps out and supports us. And thanks you for putting on the broadcast. We definitely appreciate it this season.
Sure. Thanks for talking with us, man, and see you next week.
Absolutely. Take care.
All right, it's DG Swiss, the owner here in SRL. Normal broadcaster here. So make sure to check out all the other races during the week, because he does those. Head to dgsracing.com and all that other stuff. But now let's get in our winner here, Thomas Green. See if we can find him here. As soon as I get my head in the game. What am I doing? There we go. Okay. Hey, Thomas, Lucas, got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, well, brought it home in first here tonight. Under yellow, but nonetheless, a great win for you. Took home the first win here in the IndyCar Series Season 3, so it's got to feel good for you, especially after the way this race went. How was it from your end?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was just, I wish we could have got more green flag racing in. That was one thing that I really wanted, but I mean, it was, I wasn't coming out here expecting to win. I haven't done an oval. We just tested oval IndyCar last night for the first time, so I'll take it. I was really motivated. I did not want to finish second again. I finished second Tuesday night and last night, and I needed to get one tonight.
Yeah, you come up short this week, but man, I mean, it was. I mean, you were up front all night. I'll say that. Wasn't a spur of the moment thing. I mean, you were up front, fighting your way up there, and good call to stay out there. You saw that time in the session ticking down, I'm sure, and saw your opportunity and kept it up front. So nice job on that. Did you see that from the get-go, or was that just kind of a look?
I'll be honest, when I didn't pit that one time that a lot of people did, it was in my head that the time was coming down, but I still didn't think I was going to make it to the end. I just kind of took a gamble and was like, oh, well, after everyone pitted, I was like, maybe I should have pitted there. But clearly it worked out, so I can't complain too much.
Yeah, it definitely worked out, man. But yeah, nice job on that. Congrats on the win. You got anybody you want to shout out for the race?
Yeah, sure. Shout out to you for broadcasting. I'm going to watch this one back. This one's going to be an interesting one to watch. And big shout out to my girlfriend, Anna, for all the love and support. And yeah, man.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for talking with us. Again, congrats on the win, and we'll see you next week.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, that was Thomas Green, your winner. Apologize, I'm showing the wrong car. I'm very smart. Okay, well, that's going to do it for me tonight. It's been a long night. I hope everybody still enjoyed this a little bit. But like Swiss said, this is how it is week one, especially with a new car and a new series. It's going to take a little bit of time, but I'm sure we'll get back to good racing as we go on in the season. So don't miss it. Don't miss the rest of the series all week if you want to get in on the action. Make sure to join the SRL Discord or go to dgsracing.com and stay up to date on the action. Racing all week, every night of the week except Saturday, I think, right now. So, yeah. Make sure to join the Discord. Stay up to date on all the socials. But that's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks for watching. I'm Lucas Hoitzma, and we'll see you next week.